We're here ahead of the playoffs for IEM Cologne 2025, and we've got Vitality and the Mongols sitting side by side. Rematch from the major finals went down the other day, but let's talk about Austin to start. They had you in the first map, not gonna lie.
In Austin?
We got the first map. It's not his us. We got
yeah. Well, the first map was stressful because it was, it was a Mirage, which we're comfortable with. And obviously we know how comfortable they are on this, and we're just getting smashed, and we're like, there's nothing to do. And we
had a little hope at the beginning because it was 4-4, 5-4, like really good. But after that, they went crazy and crossing every smoke, killing us.
The 1v1s, Techno, Mzinho, it was tough to win.
The best of the best of three, we got smashed.
Got your revenge.
we just had to wake up. Okay, sure.
Sorry, I had some business.
Anyone knows that was smooth. Yeah. How did you guys find the first map of the major final? The Mirage was a pretty good time, it looked like, from the outside looking in.
Our coach, at the end of the first map, our coach really complimented us. You guys really played really good. Yeah, really did well. Yeah.
For me, it was unbelievable, like winning on major grand finals, winning map, and like after the first map, like I was just imagining lifting that trophy.
Ooh, yeah.
And I think that was the wrong thing that I did. Yeah.
Do you think you got a bit ahead of yourself, right? Because one map in, still had two very comfortable maps for these guys.
Vitality.
It's never over.
We knew it sort of like, because you play so many finals that you sort of understand how it feels after the first map or the second map, and we knew that if after they won the first map, the pressure is on them now, and if we just do good, they're gonna be. It's not gonna be nice for them because you're thinking we're one map away from a trophy, and it's
from the biggest trophy ever.
Yeah, so. And it's fucking stressful, It's
And you say that like it's super comfortable to be down a map in a grand final, but that was a dominant map. Like, did that not catch you off guard? Were there nerves? Were there hesitations internally? You think, or were you super confident even after 13-5?
I think for us we didn't even try to play in the first map. I think after the Mirage we all say like if we give 5% more, we can all like do a better job as well. So. Of course, we are pretty confident. So even though we're losing like 13-5 or to anyone, we know like we have a really great map pool, and if we start to playing our A game, we might have a chance. So that's why our thought before the game.
And also on Mirage, we were kind of playing like stressed, pressure. Like we played really slow, and
the combination was hectic.
Yeah, there was nothing really like going on together as a team. And I think that after that map, we kind of said like, guys. We can see there is pressure, we can see everything is there, but fuck it. Like we did an amazing season even if we don't win the major, but we are here in the final, let's fucking give our best and let's see what happens.
Oh yeah. And I wanted to ask about the atmosphere coming in to that final as well, because Apex coming out the floor, middle finger raised, whole arena against you guys. Was that something he talked about going in? Did you know the pressure was going to be on like that?
Well, we knew that they're gonna favor the Mongols and not us on the stage, but like 1 minute before we went up on stage, so the Mongols went before us, I'm pretty sure, and then 1 minute before, Apex is like talks to all of us and he's like, I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna like do this to the crowd. Because
like they 1 minute
really
before,
1 minute before, like spontaneous, and then it did, and then I think I told him like you should fucking record that, because I remember in 2022 or something, Hunter went in the rehearsals of Blast up the lift, and
just
fucking Robs. His voice is so surprising. And Hunter he went with the flash up the lift, and he did that, but it was just rehearsals. There was nobody there. But I always thought it would be so cool. And man, it's a crazy video, huh?
Bro, you got the content brain. You had the Vitality secret spike.
All of us with the glasses.
Well, next time, maybe I can go on stage with those glasses. It'd be cool to
save it
show
for the
pop.
final, maybe. And for you guys, you beat FaZe in the quarterfinals of that major. They were the home favorites, but the crowd got behind you guys after that win. That's pretty rare to see. When Vitality win in Dallas, people are saying "fuck you, Apex." But when the Mongols beat the home team of FaZe, everyone's cheering for the Mongols. What did that feel like?
It feels great, but I think it's not really for me. Like the favorites, the home favorite, crowd favorite was FaZe. Then second after them, like us, like I feel it like it's on Dallas. Yeah, they were like really cheering for us, and like ooh, like the most moments, yeah. And I felt like okay, we were the crowd favorites, so yeah.
I mean, you guys have a good group of fans everywhere you go, it feels like. I feel like the Mongols always get cheers. Like, does it feel cool to have that? Like, these guys can't relate to that, you know? they get booed everywhere they go. It's kind of crazy, actually.
The only time we got this is Paris, I would say. Maybe they will cheering for us. That's the only moment I can say that.
That's only because no one knew who the other teams were, right?
Yeah, this time was a bit weird.
It's because they're destroying everyone. Yeah, everyone hates them, I think.
We've seen many teams go through that, so don't worry, we're not the first. They'll come around, Zywoo. They'll come around.
Yeah, we love it as well in this team. Like we don't like even thinking about getting boo or like people cheering for us. Anyway, we are all of us in the booth thinking about what we can do on the server. We don't care about. Of course, we hate them, but we're trying to not be focused about them. Like trying to bring us or fuck you Apex. Of course, it's funny when this guy is also doing middle finger and doing the game, but trying not to focus about that.
Yeah, nice. I mean, you know, I think like the whole drive to like remain competitive and locked in is probably something you guys have focused on a hell of a lot. In the start of the run, it was that you would like crowds against you, so it's all about the team coming together and being there for each other. But now, after a near perfect season, right, last season, you only lost Bounty, which was your first event with ROPS, started online, I'm pretty sure, as well. And so, you know, maybe doesn't carry the same weight as winning every other trophy in the rest of the season, but like, you won everything there was to win, you take the player break, and then you come back. But you have to remain focused, you know. I can imagine that's a big hurdle. I actually remember doing a podcast with you, JL, and Jimmy back in Katowice, and JL was talking about, well, you know, I won the major as my first trophy. Like, you know, what like motivation is there past that point? And I remember you even kind of questioning it in that podcast. How have you found motivation?
Well, I think there is not... we did a skit the other day here, and I said, like, JL said that he won a major trophy, and there is... I don't know, I don't think there was something that felt like I finished anything, or there was no closure in this sense. You know, I played a tournament with my team, and it was a fucking big tournament. I felt nervous, and I think everybody in the team was kind of feeling the same pressure and what's on the line, and the season was amazing. But after you win that, you're greedy for more. You wanna have a Cologne, and you wanna have another one, and another one, and another one. And I think I was the main feeling was just like I feel like blessed in some sense. Like I won all the trophies that are like the big ones, like the Grand Slam, Katowice, Cologne Major. But I'm 22 years old. I can probably try to do another cycle of that. You know what I mean?
Run it back.
Yeah, and maybe not in a row, but slowly we'll build the second. And I think that's something that motivates me. That, you know, like, I'm in a great team right now. I can probably get more trophies with this team. I don't know what's next and how it's gonna be, and you know, it could go wrong really quick in some sense, and it could stay like that. So I need to enjoy every tournament I'm playing. And I think, to be honest, coming to Cologne is quite easy as the first tournament, because I'm not sure if we came to Blast Bounty off the get-go, if it would be, you know, would be super motivated and hungry. After a player break, you always want to play the game, and you always miss playing those officials. But because it's Cologne, there is no lack of motivation. I think if it wasn't for the majors, it would be the best tournament on the scene. The arena is amazing, and there is no explaining how you feel when you're walking into the stage in Cologne. It's not comparable to any other stage I've been on. So I don't think it's easy to lack motivation.
No. That's like we said as well, like we never know what is the next tournament we're gonna win. Like maybe it's gonna be in 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, never maybe. So that's why that's also the motivation we need to get, because we never know if we're gonna win tournaments like after this major, after the perfect season. Maybe we're gonna get bullied for 1 year, and we're gonna get mad to each other. You know? Like,
it's good mindset.
We never know. So that's also our motivation. Like we love to win. We love to see our teammates smiling. That's a good thing to see that. So
for me, it doesn't matter if you win a major or not. That's if you're a competition, you have to have like thinking about winning any tournaments. It doesn't matter if it's major or Grand Slam or whatever. Like
you talk about as well the feeling of like going into the Lanxess, right, for the playoffs at Cologne, and how that just feels different. You guys are going to get to experience that now, making it this time.
Yeah.
Is this kind of another dream? Because you go from playing in a major final to now first playoff run in Cologne. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Is this feeling like you're ticking some big boxes right now? Is it good? Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, it's third time in Cologne, and this time we made it to playoffs. Yeah, it feels very great.
At the first time we faced against Heroic, and the Overpass, we won the first map and winning the second map, and it was 15-13, and it was 3 versus 3, and I whiffed the best whip of my life. Yeah.
And that was the Cadian noobs moment, wasn't it? Wow, looking back.
But look where is the Mongols now and where is Cadian now.
That's got to be surreal coming a couple of years later and now looking at you guys versus where you were back then. Do you feel like you've grown a lot? You guys seem like almost different people. You're way more confident. Your Counter-Strike is even better. What's changed for the Mongols in those 2 years?
We could have been qualified at that time, but I think, to be honest, this lose was important to us. So it motivated and inspired us. Like the guy shouts front of us and calling noobs us. Yeah, and it's a really great feeling. And we came to stage with the experience. Yeah, comparing that time.
We're gonna ask Apex to do that.
I remember watching this game and I was like, it was a bit weird, but I don't think he screamed on you, like he told you noobs because of, he meant, like he wanted to trash talk you, but his team was dead silent, everybody looked like no energy, everybody looked tired, and I think I respected that he does it because he was like hyping his team up and like making it not about like just the team, like just let's fucking enjoy this game. Yeah. So I didn't. And I saw it went crazy on Twitter and on YouTube and Instagram. But if you watch the game from before and you see like the faces of the players in Heroic, was it? Heroic, yeah. They were like so tired, so lack of energy. And when he was screaming, they were getting hyped, and I think they got back into the game. But yeah, it was.
Yeah, thought same. So we don't give attention to like trash talk. Yeah.
Because you guys, you've been friends and you've been a team to a degree for a very long time. Like I remember seeing these photos recently of some of you guys, 10 years old, playing in LAN Cafe, Mzinho, like tiny little Mzinho. Like,
Techno and
you guys, like talk about that to us. Years of friendship and years of grinding, and now it all paying off. Like you must be a very tight knit group.
After that, Techno betrayed us.
Okay.
Yeah, you played in
I went to Blitz.
He went to Blitz, and Mzinho and I stick together, like playing just like friends, just playing Counter-Strike.
Yeah.
Took it, was enjoying it. Yeah. And now we're actually made it like the dream stage. It feels good. And back then we were talking about like, okay, one day, absolutely one day we will get our own stickers. It's 100%, like we were talking, like, actually we were team in the Black Company, we're doing boot camp in Mongolia, and Mzinho and I are roommates, and like every night we're talking about the future, and one time he told me that
Mzinho and Mzinho had a long way to came here. Really long way comparing to me.
Really?
For me, I had Blitz and our coach Mara, and it was easier than them. Yeah.
And so how did that formation line up? Like you guys all coming together? I know it was slow. Like you guys, your roster replaced a few players time at a time. Score out, Bartek out. What was that period like to get this roster that you have now?
I think finally we found the how to say that. I think we found our really great players. Yeah.
As
for the team, as for the atmosphere, yeah.
and now you're in a Cologne playoff. So let's talk about it, guys. Let's talk about this Cologne playoff draw right now. I want to first ask about, for you guys, if you view it this way, who's the biggest threat right now? You're straight into the semis. Your side of the bracket, you have another Mao's potential matchup. MongolZ on the other side with Spirit and Na'Vi. There's Furia in there as well. Do you come into a playoff like this thinking who is the biggest threat, or do you have any opinions on that? Everybody.
Everybody's good. Mao's, MongolZ, Spirit. Falcons have been Furia has been playing good.
Freudian slip.
Furia has been playing quite good. Like they show some good skill, and I think if you slack on playing and putting your A game, you probably lose to a lot of these teams in the playoffs.
For sure, it feels super stacked right now.
Mm-hmm. Well, because I saw, I think it was. I don't want to forget who said this, but I think it was Nico said something along the lines of like the level of other teams isn't there. Like Vitality, the only.
Yeah, I said it. Everybody's average.
Yeah, exactly. Is because judging by what you're saying, it's like you would say the other teams are playing good. It's just you guys are playing like great. Is that how you feel? Or do you think that maybe there is a bit of a fall off?
Like let's say MongolZ, I think the last few games they took a map of us, 2 maps in one of the games, and it's like 13-11, 13-10. It's not like we demolished them, It's just one round here, one round there, and like I think the last final against MongolZ was pretty convincing in the sense that we 3-0 them.
You and Rops are good for a 2v4, man. I feel like I'll see a Zywoo Rops 2v4, and I'm thinking, they got them right where they want them, actually. It's kind of terrifying how powerful that duo can be in late round like scenarios. Same with I feel like Mezi started to get a lot better there as well. Like, I don't know, it's wild.
I actually think like everyone in this team can make crazy thing right now. Like you talk Mezi, like.
Bro, he's going through a glow up,
crazy,
isn't
he? He can do everything he wants. He will kill. Like I think, like when you think about 2024 when he joined us, he was a bit more shaky, not taking much responsible. Like he was trying to give more like for the team than for himself.
Right.
That right now, of course, we are trying to build like as a team, so everyone have everything for himself. But right now, like you say in the clutch, it can be me, Robs, or whatever. We trust anyone. Like it can be him, it can be anyone. We know like if we trust the player, if like the round can be over easily. So doesn't matter if it's me, Robs in the clutch. No, right now.
No, I mean that's true.
Right now, like individually, the gap is not that far from each other. So it's insane.
No, I mean, dude, even in your first few games here in Cologne, you didn't have to do a lot, bro. We were looking at it, it's like, so it was 6 kills, but he's died like 3 times in the half, like he just hasn't really seen anyone. Like everyone's playing well. It was actually like Mezi in the early games looking crazy, bro. So no, I certainly see that. It's feeling like a bit of a revolving door. At any moment, someone on Vitality can step up. Do you guys think like within the roles you have the best players right now, like because people always say like retroactively on like the Astralis era.
In your words, I mean there's someone above him right now.
Okay. So it's not completely fine. I always tell my team, guys, if you get Donk instead of me, I'll be very happy to watch it. I'll be enjoying it on the side.
It's not fair. We can't do that. Too good. Actually, too good. Do you think?
Not you.
Dan's cooking. Dan's cooking. He's excited about that idea. I just wanted to go back to something you said. You talked about you're winning all these games. You're not dominating. I want to ask Zywoo because you've been someone who's been dominating across, especially in CS:GO, even in CS2 now. Don't you feel like it's harder to win a game clean, right? Like win a 13-5 right now. Not only is the floor so high, but with the way the MR12 and the economy works, it can be really hard to see teams, even the best teams in the world, destroy their opponent. Like all these games get really, really close. Why do you think that is? And do you agree?
I think also the gap between every team is closer now.
Yeah.
Like you can lose any round. You can. That's why, like you said, like every game is harder to be closed. So it's really hard to win 13-3, 13-4 every game. You can lose MP9 is so OP that you can easily win a round. And I don't know. It's so tough to say for the economy as well because I think right now with the kill you got 50, 100 like for each kill. I think it's getting better for the city side. So I think it's gonna be more interesting to see for the future. No, first by round, first one you can have up already. So it can be interesting to see that for the future, to see what people are gonna do with this economy now. Because right now, I think before it was tougher for the opponents to find the economy on City side, to find like a good one.
And do you guys like the way the game's going, the updates recently? Overpass got added in. I saw you guys floated it. It was the third map in this seeding game you guys played. We didn't get to see it. The Mongols prepared for Overpass?
Yeah, prepared for them. Yeah.
For them or for Overpass? Or a bit of both?
Yeah. And yeah, for them.
You don't want to reveal too
Yeah,
many
he don't want to leak the overpass pool, you know, like
We play only long. We know what they're gonna do.
Are you guys liking it though? I mean, you had to add it right straight away with Ancient as your permaban. You almost had to pick it up. I like that you guys have come in kind of decisively and picked it against Astralis and said, "Hey, we can play this map. Like, you're not going to catch us off guard." Do you feel that way?
I think we have the team. I mean, we are really good on each map right now, so that's we could focus already on Overpass really fast because other map we know we are prepared. So we practice quite a lot already for Overpass. So to be honest, I won't say we are confident because without official it's tough to say, like to pick a map like this without any info from the opponent. So it's kind of ballsy, I would say. But Engine, we had enough practice. We knew like if we play our game, if we play structured with a refrag, we play individually as well, like a good, we might win. So that's what I thought.
Can I ask about Ancient? Like, why is that your perma? Because I feel like you also have strong players for that map, but you never touched it.
We all want to play. We all want to play Ancient. Apex is not allowing us. He's a dictator.
Really? Yeah. It's one man.
I saw this guy when I joined the team playing Face It on Ancient, and I'm like, for me it's useless to play Ancient if it's your permaban on Face It. It was like 48 kills, and then I was like, man, Apex, look at that. That could be official. I think also because Robs play this map.
Yeah.
Me and Mezi also played this map in our previous teams, but Zywoo and I mean, you'll probably like. To be fair, this guy, you play Faces with him, he knows the insta window smokes on Enchant, he knows crazy shit for some reason. But I think it's something that we players think we can be good at, but in some sense we don't need that right now. You know, it's a good map for many teams. I don't think there is a best team in the world on Ancient, but we don't need to start practicing it with our current strong map pool. Maybe we can, but it's just irrelevant. We can focus on the maps, and there is a new map coming out always. There is a new update that changes. That you don't really have time to just sit on a new map and learn utility and learn tactics and learn just how to play and timings and everything.
It's also tough to have 7 maps to work on.
Like you don't want to spread yourself
too thin. To be good on 7 maps is really hard. Yeah. So be focused on 6. Be good on 6 already, and after we maybe can talk about 7. But talking about 7 maps when you're already shaking on the other map is.
And the risk of pulling it out of nowhere, even if, say, you were pracking it, and like you just said, officials are different. You know, an Overpass.
You can be good on practice and really shit.
And we've seen teams.
Dude, I also imagine, like, if Overpass wasn't added in at the player break, like that, you know, maybe then you could have made a case for, like, hey, if we want to, you know, take a crazy gamble, we could start practicing this in the background, you know, to, like, future-proof. Yeah. But you kind of have a new map, like, I say new map. Overpass still plays similar, very much the same to how it used to. But you get what I mean, like it's still an introduction of a new map into the pool, a new chance for teams to dominate there. So it's kind of giving you something to focus on anyway. Like I couldn't imagine trying to also be learning Ancient alongside it. Like that would feel mind-blowing.
Yeah. Let's go back to the MongolZ because I wanted to ask about your side of the bracket. You have Na'Vi in that first game, you have Spirit in the second one. 2 teams that have recently made big roster changes, bringing in young players. Do you know a lot about these guys? Have you been looking at Na'Vi? Have you been looking at Spirit? Do you have any thoughts on these changes?
For me, the 2024 Dunks Bolt prediction was 2A.
Yeah.
And I just watched not all, but I was like watching Now Junior, Spirit Academy, Nimiga. Yeah, they're individually good players and shooting really hard. Yeah, I know them. Like I watched the tier 2, 3 tournaments, and they were destroying tier 2 and 3. Yeah. I think they're ready for tier 1, but they need some time. Yeah.
Do you think you can capitalize then on their weaknesses or their inexperience maybe coming into this playoff bracket? How confident are the Mongols on this run in Cologne?
I think at least we can qualify semifinals at least. So because there we have the 2 roster change teams in front of us, and I think they need a time, I guess.
Yeah. And I wanted to ask Mzinho, because you said you've been watching these players, you've been looking at tier 2, tier 3. You're also playing a lot of FaceIt. I saw you mentioned in the lobby to someone that you were like streaming on YouTube, and I went and looked. You're playing European FaceIt from Mongolia with 150 ping.
And still do it,
just
man.
fragging out, dude. Why do I always? How do you do it? How do you do it on 100 ping in Europe from Mongolia? I didn't think you guys still played in Europe from home. Is it not hard? I thought 100 ping was hard.
I think it's like in Mongolia it's like normal for Mongolians. I think in Asia I think I have high elo and IQ in Asia. I got no match for 2 hours or 1 hour, so there's no
choice.
No choice.
It's literally Jonas.
There's no one to match him up against.
Yeah.
The system's like, bro, I don't. He doesn't line up.
We need 9 other major finalists queuing right now. That's not happening.
Also,
Who is IGLing for you?
Huh?
Who is IGLing now?
Blitz, yeah.
Why do you change the sitting?
Blitz 1-2.
Blitz 1-2?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a really interesting guy, you know.
It's a chess game.
Is it because you're super vocal? Could that be it?
Sorry?
Is it because you're in the middle now, right? Is it because you're super vocal? Is it something to do with that? Or
Just
No, he's not talking.
This guy doesn't talk.
Blitz just wants to sit on the first or fifth, and he's asking from us like Techno or Mzinho, who's in middle, and I said,
You go this guy.
yeah, this guy.
He's like, hey, you take it.
Yeah, I sacrificed it.
I don't know. What? Any thoughts on the middle seat?
But
Take him on for the team?
for me, he's the second
Voice?
experienced guy in team.
Yeah. I mean, dude, that's always mind blowing. Like with how young your team is, and like you are the second most experienced player, but like you're still kind of at the early stages of your career. It feels like, man, it's cool. I remember even kind of seeing you a few years ago at events, and you would always be the guy they put forward for everything because you got like designated. Techno, he's the one that speaks English the best. Like so we spoke to Techno a lot, and it's very interesting to me, like seeing the evolution of you within this team, man. Like I remember you weren't as confident when we would come and do these things, like you wouldn't, I don't want to say want to talk much, didn't like have the confidence to do it. You hadn't played a lot yet, and now like kind of the second voice, the second man within the team.
Middle seat.
Yeah, the middle seat as well. It's cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. Sometimes I need to figure out, manage to our like the B side, small sides with Zywoo or something like that.
Yeah.
I need to call up something on the smaller sides.
Yeah.
And you guys took very different approaches to the player break. You were streaming some CS, you're playing some 100 ping FaceIt. Techno, you said you didn't touch the game. Is that true? Because you came in, I remember game 1 against 3D Max, you had like a 1.84 rating against 3D Max, your first map back. How much had you played over the player break, or did you just walk away?
To be honest, I have the problem with the game. I feel that every time different, and I don't understand it. At the first season, I really played bad, and I know it too. And the second season, before the second season, I played with my friends. Like there's so many bad players, just normal guys. I mean,
They're watching now. What do you have to say?
And I think I found my confidence a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, great. How did you find that? Because finding consistency in CS is something that I think everyone struggles with.
I know the game strategy mechanics, but shooting that's the biggest problem for me. And I still need to figure it out.
We're all on that journey right now. I think.
I mean, also, don't feel like it all the time, Techno, man. I've seen some phenomenal shooting from you.
You just quite some 1v1.
Yeah.
It's crazy because for me, you're so consistent in shooting and spraying that it's weird that you say it, but I get it from a perspective of player that sometimes I feel like I'm playing like shit or I'm not that instant and stuff like that. But you don't know how good you are unless you watch how you play. Yeah. And I think it's something that helps confidence and helps consistency. That sometimes you have a shit game and you're like 110, and you go watch this game and you didn't play so bad. You had good opportunities and you just sometimes the other team is just playing really good, and sometimes it's just there is no opportunity for you to like do the things you want to do or play your game. That it's gonna affect your stats, your score, and how you feel about the game. But in reality, you didn't do anything that was bad.
Sometimes your opponents are just having a really good day.
Yeah.
Fucking good day. And face it.
Yeah, harder than a
Dude,
major.
I'm convinced.
This guy.
I'm convinced the best player in the world is just out there on Face It right now, queuing, and there's like 1,000
Zywoo
of them.
was queuing up this
No,
weekend.
bro. Do you?
No.
Zywoo,
When
man.
he plays face it, when this guy plays face it, everybody's better than him. He's an headshot magnet. I play with him. He's good. He's killing people. But man, some guy with maybe like 12 average kills picks him from outside on nuke and one digs him to heaven.
Dude, we once queued a Face It, ended up with Donk on our team, and we proceeded to get absolutely smashed. I think we got 3 rounds.
We got 13 forward on Vertigo, and like no one could. Donk was just getting he was getting killed. He was running in first, getting killed instantly, and I'm like, dude, if Donk can't kill him, like, how am I going to kill him?
I think we're like 0-6 down, and he goes, "It's GG, guys. Let's just have fun." And I'm like, okay.
I think CS2 is that. I think CS2 is like noob friendly in some sense. Like there is more room for getting like to one-tap good players, even though you're not like you don't have many hours on the game. Or like it's weird. In CS:GO, I didn't feel like I was getting fucked on Face It.
Yeah.
In CS2, I'm playing some games and I'm like, man, no
Just go
chance.
never.
No, there is no chance to kill people. Like they're so good, they're the best. And like, if they played like that on a tier 1 tournament, they'd probably do fucking insane. You know? And maybe there is a lot of potential out there, but it's still like sometimes you play on a really low elo match and what? Like how?
It feels random sometimes.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't know how to
You
put my
feel
finger
that,
on that.
man.
feeling.
I have no idea how to describe it, but I feel it. I relate with you on a spiritual level, man.
And then you look and you're like, they got 150 ping. Wait, they're playing from Ulaanbaatar. How did they?
Actually, it was crazy. It was crazy to see that in the major final, 4 a.m., like Ulaanbaatar was full of people watching the game.
That's crazy.
I tweeted in the player break. I was like, man, I was watching this video. I was like, man, we have to have a tournament there. If the fans are this involved and invested in the game, and they should put a tournament there. Like and plus, you finally get to see the like. I think there was a tournament in Mongolia not long ago, no? In
Mzinho.
Yes. And every guy was saying that it's insane. Like the country is so like there is so much culture and beauty about it. And to be honest, when you go to a tournament, there is not much time to explore the city or the country. But if there is that much people just in the middle of the city outside, imagine how big the arena you can fill in. And
True.
Bro, yeah, no, that was mad. There was like the huge outside gatherings. You had like people that like rented, I guess, like arenas. I saw like a hockey stadium with the game on. The level of support you guys have in Mongolia is like, because we were saying, anywhere you go, you are fans. The crowd like you in arenas. They cheer for the Mongols, but at home, the support is crazy.
Yeah,
do you feel that when you go back to Mongolia? You guys like celebrities walking around? Is it hard to get?
There's no chance to go walk out.
Yeah.
Like, can I take a picture? Can I take a picture?
But that's really cool.
That's really cool for me. Yeah, but it feels like
Sometimes it's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
you go out with your mom and someone is
Just like going out for family, but like they come around. That feels annoying sometimes, but it feels great, like in popular in Mongolia. Yeah.
We are also humans too. We need the privacy. Yeah. Sometimes there's some guy or girl, maybe a woman, man, takes your pictures from the secretly.
No, okay.
This is the worst.
I saw it in the store.
In China last year, in Shanghai, boy, it was crazy. Like we walked in the mall and we got people who were just exactly like that.
Like this.
Yes,
They,
people, like
they
the
lift
phone-
it up low. But
Now the spy glasses are.
Yeah, and
are
this is the vibe. Man, we were like, I feel like I'm like an animal in a zoo. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't. There was no like me, Apex, and our performance coach Jack went to the gym, and people don't know us, but they're still filming us. And I was like, what the? Why is like it's a 70-year-old man has a phone that it just films us, and what does he do with that? It's like it was so weird, but yeah, it's true. Like the privacy is. I mean, for me, I don't feel like that. You know what I mean? You're one time in Germany, one time in France. People know you because they come for the tournaments, but where I live, there is not many CS fans. CS is not a big thing.
yeah.
So it's. I think it's really nice to have that because once you come to the tournament, there is this space of like popularity, and you don't have that much privacy, but you also have your team that they share it with you.
Yeah.
And when you go home, you have home. You don't need to. It's not like So I think it's. But I'll be honest. I think you told him before like that they have a lot of fans. I think every CS player dream from a small country of CS. If you come from Sweden, I don't think you had any problems like stepping and meeting good players and stuff like that. But I think in Mongolia, having a 5-player roster that came from like nothing to tier 3, tier 2, tier 1 to the top of tier 1, I think it's something that is like I really wanted in Israel. That was the main goal to have it, this kind of stuff, and I think it's. You can ask him, but whenever I talked about the Mongol, I said I want to join Mongols. I want to join the Mongol because it was like imagine building from zero to.
Every time you say, I want to play with Blitz. He best in game leader. He's killing everyone. I want to beat behind him. He will just kill everyone.
But also because
When they get Donk to replace you, I know the
please,
next
I will speak whatever you needed to speak. I'll play. But the thing is also.
I'll live. Welcome.
But there is also, I felt like there was a great relationship with the players. Like every time I see Techno, in the personal name, I don't remember your name, but I remember your Ayosh and wait.
Azoir.
Yes, and always like Senzo, Mzinho, and Techno. I come and like we talk like we meet each other in tournaments or we play against each other, but we kind of have like we talk, we have a chat. We don't. There is no distance. Blitz, I think Blitz doesn't speak good English, maybe.
No, he can.
He can.
Yeah.
So Blitz, let's say relationship just hello.
Yeah.
And 9-10 also is a bit like we don't see, but there is such genuine people, human beings, that it's fun to just interact with them, and you respect when people come from not like a CS country. They don't have much to learn from and loads of experience, or players that have won majors and stuff like that, and they come into the major final and they, like it's a fairy tale in some sense. So I think even for me, you admire that story kind of.
Because you got away with languages as well. I've heard you speak like 6 different languages. You just pick it up really quickly. So how's your Mongolian?
I don't have any word.
Okay.
But actually, they teach me some things, but I forgot. They teach me how to say thank you and shut up.
Yeah, Bairla.
Wow.
And how do you say shut up?
Amaim.
Yeah, Amaim.
I remember this
Yes,
Amaim.
Save that one.
And but you never know. Maybe.
The comms are coming along, bro. Like,
Shut up, Blitz.
I'm Blitz.
but that's something that for me in CS, the reason I love coming to tournaments is the social part. Like, I'm in the same team.
and the winning,
And the winning, yeah.
The winning is quite nice, yeah. But like when I joined, like I'm in the same roster for 2 years now. Is 7, 8.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Donk's phone
That's
is
the star
blowing
player.
up.
I want to go to Spirit with Donk. Will be way better. But it's you're with the same group of people and you travel and you see so much and you go through so much shit together and good stuff together that you like have a family in the game, and the social part of the game really lured me in and put me in a position that I don't feel like burned out from being 1 month or 2 months away.
It's also your personality to be like this.
Yeah. True.
Well, dude, I think it's actually interesting because Flamez, you've always been an outgoing guy. Like, I remember when you like very first cropped up onto the scene, and straight away, like, you were kind of hanging out. You just like talking about the game, like you say, the social side and stuff. But Zywoo, man, I noticed with you used to be, I don't know, like I'm not even talking like that. Like Face It, like major where you came in and did that. I don't know. Like I'm not even talking. I'm like not even talking that far back though. Like this is like the Zywoo we see nowadays. Very confident guy. You seem to kind of own the competitive spirit as well. Because I used to like nickname you Humbledore, right? Because it's like you yeah, like.
How do you say shut up in Mongolian?
But like nowadays, and this is something that's been really, really cool to see, I think, is that you've kind of owned the competitive spirit. Like you want to be the best, you want to be on the best team, and I see you just a way more like socially connected and involved. What kind of brought about that change? Is that like from being within this team and having all these people around you? Is that you just maturing as a person, kind of coming out your shell a bit? Like how did this revelation happen?
I think I'm starting to be old, maybe. Because before, like I was, like you say in Face It, I was really shy. Like, I wasn't the guy who really talk. I mean, I'm still this guy where I'm not the guy who I'm gonna talk to anyone. I'm not this guy. I'm not gonna talk to anyone, like trying to be different with everyone. For me, when I'm coming to tournament, I'm just talking with my team. That's my thing. That's my bubble. That's where I live. Like, I won't go to another team, talking to them, trying to be friendly with them. It's my team, and I don't care about the rest.
Yeah, right.
But right now, like you said, for the sharing when I'm playing, that's also like, I feel I need to do it for myself as well, because I think it's pumping for like getting me good energy, but also for anyone around me when they see me doing it and around me, I think they feel great. They feel like they feel like Matu, like he's getting in, he's getting good rolls, he's getting like what can be the worst when the best player is changing for everyone. And so I think it's also like my mindset right now, like when as a competition, like I just want to, like you said, to be the best as a team. That's why I want to bring that as well. Even though sometimes I'm not the best at it, but I'm trying to
I think it's something like Apex has wanted to bring out of you for a while. Like that edge where you're really.
Even before, I mean, I had it inside of me, but I'm not someone where I'm give it to anyone.
Right. Like the fire's in here. You don't need to leave.
I don't like to share it.
Yeah.
That's who I am. But when I share it, I feel also good. So I'm trying to do it more and more.
It's something crazy for me, because if you're the best player in the world and live the best player in the world title, but you're one of the best players in the world and you play really good, and most of the games you're used to being on the top of the scoreboard. And I will never forget that in the major in Copenhagen, Matu was sick, and he was really, really sick. Not like just a cold. It was like
not sick as in like playing really well, as in like actually ill.
Very ill. Like went to the doctor and stuff like that, and it was you couldn't have him in the prac room. It was like it didn't feel good. And I remember coming into the playoff match, in the qualification to the playoffs, and we know Matu is not there. Matu is not going to be there because Matu is just like, he came back 5 minutes before the game because he had to rest, he had to sleep. And during the game, Matu is not playing crazy, he's not carrying us as playing really good as he is used to. But he's like, nice, let's go, and I was there and how is this guy? He can be so like
I was so sick.
Humble, so like, I would assume for you guys, like, if you had a bad game, if you're like 1-10 or like 2-7, you're not gonna be as vocal in the sense of like, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do that. You're gonna be a bit more laid back and rely on your team. And this guy was, it felt to me like he was the most humble player in the world, just because how can you be that good? And once you need to take the step back, to step up so vocally, and scream every round and hype up the team. And even if we lose like a 2v4, he's still like, all good guys, let's fucking go, and he's sick.
It's also, I knew at this time, like, it was my only solution.
Yeah, right. Like, you wanted to bring something to the table.
It was my
uplift.
It's also hard to do it every day. Like you say, I did it in Copenhagen, but in some tournaments, I do it really bad. Yeah. So it's also hard to find the balance, being consistent with that, because in terms of mindset, sometimes we are not feeling great sometimes, and it depends of the day. And that's why I'm trying to find out, like, how can I be like this every day, even though I have a shit game or bad game, or even though I have a good game and sometimes I have a round happen and it pisses me off, but I need to reset instantly. So I need to find out really quick how can I do it, like, most constantly.
And I wanted to ask on that note, like, you not just outside of the server, but in the server as well. You're playing Unreal this whole year non-stop, and of course your team are incredible as well, but you're a huge part of that. I wanted to ask if coming up at the start of this year, HLTV number 3, the lowest you've ever been since entering tier 1. Did that motivate you? Did that make you
the lowest?
Yeah, if 3 is a bad day, did that motivate you coming into this year? Did that make you want to be back up to the top?
I was pissed when I see number 2, to be honest.
Yeah.
I was pissed.
When we're sitting on the crowd and they brought you and MongolZ and they didn't say who is number 2 or number 3.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah,
and I was number 2, and then they tell you to stand on the right side of MongolZ and don't close to MongolZ. And I was like, no way, like, because we also thought like he's gonna be number 2.
Yeah.
But because of Cologne MVP and the EVPs during the year, and man, I saw all of us. Apart from him, he was on the stage. We were so pissed. I don't know. I couldn't explain like how annoying it was that, like, Donk, it's fine, just won the major, won Katowice MVP, but him not getting the number 2 in that, it got us annoyed in the crowd. Like, we were getting tilted, you know.
But he was like, I didn't really show it, but he was inside of me. I was like, I just want to do better again.
Yeah.
Just it wasn't like a big thing against MongolZ or anyone. It was just for myself. Like, I just want to do better.
I don't think we could have ended it on a better place. So big thank you to the Mongols. Big thank you to Team Vitality. You can see them in the Lanxess this weekend in the Cathedral of Counter-Strike.
You're gonna love it, guys.